Hello. Um, Hello, Krix is here and welcome everyone to 2023. So I feel what better way to start this year is than to grab a cup of tea or coffee or any drink and just have a chat. So this will be the talking head video. And I will just chat, so if you want to put me in the background and draw or paint or clean or cook, you can do it as well. I will just chat about my plans for this year, and also I want to kind of reflect on what's happened in the past and what I could improve in the future. So yeah, the tea is boiling, so I will drink a little bit later. It's actually tea that Anne, one of my Patreons, sent to me, and it's romantic Earl Grey with Earl Grey, roses, chocolate, and caramel. I love this tea. This is my second time drinking it, and perfect. It's from David's Tea. It's not sponsored, by the way. I just love how it tastes. I don't have any tea sponsorships in this video, in case if you are wondering. I'm actually also not sponsored at all for now. Or am I? Anyways, I have some notes with me. I just watched my last year's video where I talked about my 2021 and plans for 2022. And if you want to watch it, I will just link it somewhere down there as well. And it was just really interesting to hear past me and listen what I was talking about and what were my plans for this year. No, last year. I will probably mix this up a couple of the times in this video, but yeah, it's all written down. Some of the things happened as I thought it will. Some of the things completely changed the course, and either didn't happen at all or happened in like different way. So basically, I recorded intro for this video, and then I realized I really want to eat. So for the past like 30 minutes, I been cooking, and I just ate, and I feel so much better. Honestly, having a food in your stomach is so good. And I'm here with tea, which is cold. I actually don't mind cold teas. Sometimes I do if it's super cold outside and I just want to have something warm, but in this case I'm really warm now, so cold tea is it? It is? Cold tea? It is. I will just chat with you, and like I mentioned, I will be the talking head. And yeah, how notes. So I might look in different directions just to read what I mentioned in this sheet of paper. I guess I could chat a little bit about the things I have achieved in last year. For YouTube, it's been like a rich year last year. I actually don't know how I managed to film and publish so many videos. I counted, and there are 43 videos which I have filmed, published, and they're available, and that's a lot of videos. And also besides that, I also filmed and published 10 Patreon videos, so it's 53 videos together, which is crazy. I now understand why I was feeling kind of burnout in some of the parts of the year, because this is super intense schedule, and I will try to work on that this year. But also, I opened my Patreon, which I'm so happy about, because this is one of the support systems I have, and all of the people who are following me over there are so supportive and sweet, and I'm so happy that I can share more in depth behind the scenes with them. So that was one of the things I'm really happy I opened, and it was just in the beginning of the year. Another thing which I have done was moving out of Cambridge house and moving in to this farm. I'm so happy for this decision. It's been like a roller coaster of emotions, of course. I had hay fever. I am now living in kind of damp and moldy weather conditions, so I'm trying to adapt to that as well. Yeah, so it's not like completely nice, but I'm trying to work on that, and I'm so happy that we moved. And I really prefer Cornwall much more, and I think I prefer countryside as well. Another thing which I did is participating in exhibition in Portleven. I didn't know that after 2 months of living in Cornwall, I would be invited to group exhibition, and yeah, it was just amazing time there, and I'm so happy I could come and participate. Fourth thing I'm happy and grateful is I was participating in Bologna Children's Book Fair with my own work in Cambridge stand. I also was long listed like one of the 300 illustrators for the illustrations exhibition work. I didn't get shortlisted, but that was still achievement for me. So I traveled to Bologna alone. I have like vlog somewhere on my channel how it went. Another thing I did is have a lot of store updates. I think I did like 5 or 6 in total, which I'm so happy and grateful about. I started doing screen printed products, which is something I was thinking about like a year ago, and I'm happy that I finally stepped into the screen printing. And I did t-shirt design, I did zip bags and tote bags, and I'm so happy about all the designs. And yeah, this is something that feels a lot to me. Like it's kind of big achievement for me. Also, my store has doing much better in last year than year before last year, which was great. And I just hope that the store will slowly grow up and slowly climb up the ladder. So yeah, and then one more thing which I'm happy about and grateful that I created my own Inktober drawing challenge, which is called Calmtober. I'm so happy about all the artworks I have done. It was 16 artworks because it's every second day artwork, and yeah, I just now looking back at the Inktober time, I have really nice and great memories. I also started doing Advent Challenge, which was December challenge, which I am still doing in January and kind of showing behind the scenes for Patreons. But yeah, this is kind of part of last year's challenge, I guess. Yeah, so these are all the things I have done. There are some things which I wanted to do and didn't do. For example, I wanted to do Christmas store update for Etsy. It kind of went completely wrong. I didn't have enough time. Then I went to Latvia for a month, and yeah, I just didn't manage to do Christmas store update. And I guess I was really sad about it. And it's like when you want to do something and then you realize you don't have enough time, and it's kind of expectations versus reality when you just feel let down because you thought you will do it. It was the same for me about YouTube videos. I remember in last video, last year's video, I mentioned that I want to continue publish daily, like weekly. No, I wanted to publish weekly videos. Well, it didn't go well. It went quite alright till about September, and then I realized I don't have any breaks, and I need to have breaks uh, to continue doing what I do and to be happy what I'm doing. And I realized I'm kind of in like burnout stage, and I just need to step back, see the situation from like distance, and kind of analyze it a little bit and don't let this happen ever again. I am now trying to be more gentle with myself, and that was something I learned throughout this year. Also, another thing which I was going to do, and one of my plans was to kind of work on picture book, create picture book story. I kind of started creating picture book story in summer, and it was about a girl and fox, and she has like a sickness and she's staying at home, and the fox is like a hope and like a friend. But I didn't finish it. It was just like in sketch stage, and I feel that was also something I was little bit let down because I set too many goals. Another thing which I was thinking I will do, but I didn't do, I think it's like fifth one or sixth thing I didn't do, but I wanted to do, is to work on website. I kind of did a little website work, but in the middle of summer, the website payment expired, and I decided to not use the service again and rather have my own website where I just pay for the domain and kind of create my own layout and just focus on my own kind of design. And yeah, it didn't work really well last year, so yeah. I guess like for this year, I want to be more gentle with myself. I want to plan wisely, and I also want to plan breaks, and also be okay if I don't do something on time or don't do something at all, and kind of focus on the most important things. I actually I don't have like exact plans for each month. I'm thinking like it's not like you can plan only in the beginning of the year for the rest of the year. I like to plan actually in between different months, in the same month, and just have like these main plans and also go with the flow sometimes because life happens and sometimes things don't go as they should go. But I still have like some main kind of plans. They're quite like important, like the most important things I really want to focus on this year. So one of the things is continue building up my Patreon. Then it's YouTube. Then it's Etsy store or my own store, and then it's publishing picture book. So these are like all the four things I really want to focus on. Okay, did I told you that this is going to be the talking head video? Yes. Did I change my decision? Also yes. I want to draw my goals. This is something I haven't done before that much. But yeah, basically recently I got really into drawing just like with one color and fountain pens. I did these illustrations for my Kamptober zine, which you will see super soon. And I did it with sepia, Rochenenklinger ink and Quebeco Perkeo fountain penning. And I also want to draw my goals, and I decided for this special occasion to use my Ferris wheel press brush fountain pen. It's empty now, and I was thinking, I know I complicate things, I know, but I was thinking I will grab kind of all of my ink colors and write the names and just pick one, and that will be the color I will fill this ink up, and then I will draw. I never chose color at random. I usually had like exact idea which color I want to use. So this is kind of my collection. And yeah, let's just see what the color will be. And I guess because I'm gonna draw kind of my goals for this year, this will be the color of this year for me. Okay, let's just pick. Okay, so we have Salix. It's Rochenenklinger ink. It's this one. Let's just fill it up. It's been a while since I filmed any kind of fountain pen video. I'm letting you know that I still love fountain pens. I just prefer writing with them, but recently I started using them also for creating illustrations as well. It's full, almost full. It started working right up. This is ink that kind of changes a little bit. because it has iron gall in it. So I'm gonna be chatting, still be the talking head, but I will return to this page once in a while and just show what I draw. And I guess like the most important for me is picture book story right now, because I really still want to publish picture books, and I feel it's not too late to approach all the agents and publishing companies and kind of push my projects forward and show what I can do, and maybe get a deal from publishing house or agent. So yeah, that is kind of what I want to focus on, and that involves building website, which I'm not good at, I know, but I hope I will make it fun and it will be alright. I already bought my own domain. It's called crixis.art, so it's there. But it's nothing on that website yet, so don't go and check it now. I also want to participate in competitions. I feel it's really important for me to kind of go outside of comfort zone, take some tasks, or do some themes which I haven't done before, or follow the guidelines and approach the challenge like a client work. I want to kind of focus a little bit more on different themes in my illustrations, and I also want to build up my portfolio again, because a lot of my work is a little bit old. I want to kind of see what I want to be commissioned for. Maybe start working on black and white illustrations. That is something I have always been fascinated with, but I don't have a lot of black and white works. I also might try my hand into cover art, because this is something I struggle sometimes, and also chapter picture books. So there are like a lot of themes. I might like actually write some things I want to focus on regarding the portfolio. Another thing which I want to focus on is YouTube and kind of building community up here. I want to kind of explore what else I can make, what else I love to make. I want to make fun and cozy and calm projects and bring you with me, and kind of have the diary effect sometimes as well. I think I really love studio vlogs, because I can look back at them and see what I did in that period of time. I just recently watched one of my old studio vlogs, and it's been like so interesting to see where I was in that moment and what I was doing and thinking. And yeah, so I will continue filming vlogs. I will also do art supply videos. We'll see what else. I want to publish bi-weekly videos. It didn't go well in last year, but I think I'm really happy that I had longer breaks, because I could take like rest, and now I feel I want to kind of go back into filming and editing and showing you things. For Patreon, I want to continue sharing behind the scenes, and that is kind of my focus there. I really also want to build up Patreon community and maybe in the future do like Discord server. For now, I'm filming exclusive videos on Patreon, and I feel I want to like bring more into those videos and kind of show how I analyze my work, how I work in each kind of part of the artwork, and show maybe something that you could use in your own practice. So yeah, that is kind of my focus for the Patreon. Maybe sometimes sketchbook tours. I showed the sketchbook tours in like photo version for Patreons as well. And also I have podcasts where I just record how I'm doing, what is happening around in my life, sometimes not art related at all. I also created new tier for my Patreon. It's called Golden Bird, and it's the highest tier for me, and I decided to create like a tier where you can choose one of those two options. One is original artwork to your door every single month, or another one is a coaching session with me. I have done a lot of teaching when I was in Latvia for children and also for adults regarding to art, and I just thought maybe I could do these mini like workshops or coaching sessions for you if you have like any questions or struggles, or you want to improve in your art, or if you want to find your style and you don't know where to start. And also, besides like building website portfolio, I want to use the same website for my store. Basically, I will still be selling on Etsy, but I also want to kind of have another store which is like my own personal website. And I also want to have like different prices there, because Etsy takes around like 20% of my fees, and my website will take much less than that. So I will try to kind of compensate that. Another thing is store updates on my Etsy store and on my website store. I want to have also several store updates. I really enjoy creating new products, and also if I'm doing something with hands, for example screen printing, it just brings me joy, and I want to bring you with me as well in those adventures. And one of the things I really want to do is moth girl t-shirts, and I already have t-shirts, so now I just need to start designing them and print them. Also, another thing I want to do is tea towels and zip bags. I have bought several things already. I just didn't have time for Christmas store updates, so now I will just use those products to print different designs. Also, I have Cantober zine coming up, which is zine about my Inktober journey. So that will be my first store update in this year, which will be on 13th of January. So I guess my goal is to survive and be okay at the end of the year and continue doing what I love, and kind of share my process and behind the scenes of how I hopefully become children's picture book illustrator, also YouTuber, and store productor. Thank you so much for watching how I draw at the same time when I talk as well, and kind of complicate the things at the same time, as I sometimes tend to do. Really enjoy drawing with fountain pennings. I will do it more this year as well. Maybe this is also one of the goals, and I guess the most important thing for this year, which is not kind of like creative wise, but in general, to be happy, be gentle with myself, just create new things and do what I love. So yeah, okay, thank you so much for coming to this video, joining me to this adventure, and I hope you enjoyed it. Please leave the like for this video if you did. Also, all the comments are much appreciated. If you have any goals you want to share, write them down below as well. Subscribe if you are new, and I will see you next time. Bye! Bye! Bye. Okay. No.